councillors, municipality managers, and municipality leaders, and everyone who's here today. My name is Innocent. I work for an organization called Trade and Investment, KwaZulu-Natal. Our office is here in Durban, but we are responsible for bringing investment in this province, in all municipalities, in all districts. So, I would like to introduce TIKZN, as you all know that we are being called TIKZN. We belong to ATIA, Economic Development for Tourism and Environmental Affairs. These are other state-owned or sister companies that belong to ATIA. And the reason why I put them like this is because we work together with these entities. So it's tourism, it's KZN Growth Fund, which is a DFI, so they fund projects in KZN. So their mandate is within KZN. They are there to fund projects that are in KZN. So we work with them. They fund anything from 80 million up to 300 million. Then we've got a Dubai Trade Port, also our sister company is a Special Economic Zone. We've got Film Commission, and then we have Itala Bank. The difference between Itala and the KZN Growth Fund is that Itala funds anything from 1,000 rand up to 25 million. So that's their space, and they fund KZN projects. Then KZN Growth Fund funds bigger projects, as I've said before. They fund anything from 30 million up to 300 million. Then we've got the Richards Bay ITZ, which is also a special economic zone. There's also property that are dedicated for industrial, so heavy industry, we always channel it to ITZ depending on the needs of the investment. Whereas Dubai Trade Port, it's a light manufacturing pharmaceutical. So this is how we structure. So, but as TIKZN, we work with these stakeholders closely. In fact, they refer clients to us. Before, they used to, if you put in an application to Itala, simply because they receive, say, more than 100 applications a week or in a month, they will look at the business plan that you submit or a business proposal. Even if they see that there are gaps, they cannot fund this, they will just reject and say to you, we are unable to assist you. But with our assistance, they no longer do that. If they really want it, they are interested in funding the project, then they come to us and say, can you please package this project? Because that's our specialty, packaging projects. And then make it, see if it's going to be viable. So there are two things. We package projects. Packaging meaning we are able to assist you with feasibilities. Because the financiers, they look at the feasibility studies. They want a financial model. You might have an idea, but you are unable to actually compile a financial model that will demonstrate that business will be able to pay back the money, will be able to make the profit, and linking the sales with your projection and so on. It's quite a tricky thing. But then we are able to do it within TIKs and then support clients that are being referred by the financial institutions. But that does not mean that you cannot come direct to us if you have a project. In fact, we prefer that you come to TIKs with a project because we will be able to assess the project and tell you if it does meet the requirements of financial institutions because we have a better understanding of their requirements. So as TIKZN, our mandate is to identify, develop, market and promote investment. So we identify opportunities and then we package, as I've said that when we package, we take a concept, an idea, work with it until it becomes a fundable business plan. So then we promote these opportunities. So wherever that we go in international investment platforms, we then go and then promote KZN. So we promote province. We start by saying what we have that will unlock investment. So the infrastructure. Then we promote the destination in terms of the tourism. What do we have in terms of attracting tourists? We also promote KZN in terms of human capital. What skills do we have? Schools, the universities, and so on. So that information, when we present it to potential investors, it's not an information that we think it's going to sell, but it's an information that we get from municipalities. So it's very important as well that since I have this opportunity to present to municipalities, to have information that is ready to be used to market your district or your municipality. So a simple thing as what land do you have? Do you have an agricultural land? What rates, electricity rates, and so on? So it's some kind of an investment map, information that when I put a presentation in front of investors, I say, at Umkanya, this is what you can get. At Utugela, this is what you can get. That information should be readily available. So all of a sudden the investor is interested in Kokstad. I should be able to pull out an information and say, this is what is available. This is a core competitive advantage of the area within Kokstad. So we develop the export capacity. What do we mean by export capacity? Is that when you have a business, but you have a product that can be sold overseas, we from time to time conduct trainings that assist entrepreneurs, businessmen to understand what it means to send your product or trade globally. So that training will take you from export 101. So what is the insurance regarding the product? If you send the product from here, what is the insurance? How do you ensure that you get paid by the potential customer that is in Europe? And in the terms, whose responsibility once the product is at the port, or you are responsible for the product until it gets into your client's hand. All those things are important because that's what most of the people lose money. They get a client, but they don't understand. And you find that those clients, they know, so they will get a product and they will delay to pay them because you simply did not understand the simple terms of exporting. So we also assist with the export and import license because that's the first document. If you want to import something or want to export, you need to have an export and import license. So we do the import and export license applications because we have a dedicated individual that works with SARS. So you don't have to go to SARS. You come to us, we tell you the requirements of your company, and then we give you an import and export license. So we also do an export marketing. So if you have a product that you feel that can be sold, whether it's in Zambia, Mozambique, US, anywhere in the world, then we are able to open up the markets for you. We are linked with embassies, with foreign economic reps all over the world. So if you're saying you want to sell Amadumbe, then you've got someone interested in USA for Amadumbe, then you are able to link with those. Or you don't know, but you know that this product can be sold in US. We are able to identify some of the distributors that might be interested in buy the product. Not only that we identify, but if there is a need for us to go with you into that market, we do. I will explain later in terms of how do we finance that part of going with potential clients, with clients overseas. So then we want to promote trading within the province, and then we have now just last month we've concluded a provincial investment strategy for investment and export. So this will be shared, but the workshop was conducted to all districts for the input. So our vision as KZN, we want to be a premier destination when it comes to investment. So we want to attract investment. This job that we're talking about, that there is a lot of unemployment, we understand that to a certain degree you can solve that problem if you can increase the investment. So that is why also one of the key things from national and the President's office is to attract investment to actually attend to the problem that we have in terms of job creation. So we are branding KZN. Obviously we compete as well with other provinces, especially the Western Cape. They really compete with us hard when it comes to international investors. But we believe that we have a competitive advantage in KZN since we have a port, we have an international airport, we have the skill. If you look at the call centers, we're now in the country leading in terms of having call centers, and they are concentrated here at Hlongwana. But there is a question that always asked ourselves, why the call centers can, all the call centers are based at Hlongwana? And the answer really is not clear, because to open a call center is a simple business. You need a desk and a landline. But this is not dispersed. It's just concentrated in one area. And sometimes we find reasons from our for example, Australia is very fond of actually putting call centers here because they say we speak a very good English. So if a client in Europe, say in England, phones and querying about a product, is unable to tell that this is a young person from South Africa actually solving a problem over the phone. But if it's someone phoning from India, that can quickly pick up that, okay, that call center is in India. So we don't have an accent, but that is what attracts most of the international clients, that we don't have an accent, we speak pure English. And that attracts a lot of call centers. So we've got inquiries all over. Even US now is receiving a lot of inquiries. They want to locate here. But we're still trying to figure out how do we disperse this investment. Of course, call centers, if you take CCI has got more than 12,000 under one roof, one kids here at Hlongwana. But we're saying, how can we now make sure that at least you have a branch in Hlongwana where you can, at least 200 is because I don't want to believe that they can't speak English. You know, I don't think so. But those are some of the challenges that we have, and we now want to disperse investment into also out in some of the, not only concentrated in Durban. So when we market, as I said, we don't market only the metros, but we also go as far as marketing municipalities are right outskirts in the rural areas. But the information on what is attractive about the municipality, we need that, because that's what we use when we're talking to investors. So we link opportunities, as I said, link the opportunity to the developmental needs. So what we do, we bring investors into rural areas or rural towns. We try to push investments out. But as I said, if we have the information, it becomes more easier to actually say, okay, I know there's enough water, there's enough electricity in that area, and this kind of investment can work well in that area. Sometimes investors come already know where they want to locate, so we have no choice but we just assist them in facilitation. But what we want when we said we package opportunities, when we're being approached by local businessmen or municipal say or LED officers say, we have these opportunities or this investment, can you assist us market or package it so that we are able to implement these projects. So as TIKZN, we have these functional areas. We have export development and promotion. It's a business unit. We have investment promotion units. There we're responsible for attracting FDIs, foreign direct investment. So we deal with a lot of investors that are coming out of the country that wants to invest and put in their money. Business retention, knowledge management, and then we have a branding. So you might notice that at least once a year we will come to the district and share with everyone in that district, all the municipalities, on what services that we offer as a trade and investment. So if I look at the export promotion, as you can see, we got a capacity building. So from time to time, as I said, we have trainings, but if there is a need, say in one district, they identify entrepreneurs, businessmen that are interested in actually having that training, we are able to come and then conduct that training. So we identify existing exporters and then we assist them with the market as well, where they can sell the products. Together with DTI, our motherboard, so we've got an event calendar where they say, okay, we are going to Ghana, we will be in Mozambique, in Nigeria, in Russia, and so on. So we are able to customize our calendar with DTI where we can then take our clients and say, if you have a product that can be sold in Germany, together with DTI, we are going in Germany. Can we come so that you can do your exhibition there, exhibit your product? So the technical assistance, or we have what we call a PEE financial scheme. So we do cover 60% of the cost. So that's flights and accommodation, the maximum of 7 days. So we don't cover for business class or 5-star hotel. And also, if you are staying more than 7 days, then after those, you have to pay yourself. But we know that a business can be concluded within 2 or 3 days. So we cover 60% of that. 40% comes from you as an entrepreneur or businessman. So in investment, we do country targeting. So we scope countries that each year we are going to target as an investment platform. So we go there and then we promote our province. We tell them what sectors, in which areas, where can they come and invest. So we, as I said, we identify opportunities. Sometimes we get businessmen from different areas saying, Innocent, I have this opportunity, but the amount of money that is needed to implement this project, I think I need an investor. Depending on the amount, the investment value. If it's something 200, 150 million, it's easy to raise the fund here, even here in KZN. But if it's a project that is $1 billion and above, it becomes so difficult to raise that finance in South Africa. So what we do then, we talk to the investors outside of the country. So we have investors that we target for specific reasons, specific sectors, specific projects. So then we coordinate these missions where we then go and then talk to those potential investors. In some instances, we then request to travel, depending where the project located, to request with the leadership of that municipality or a district. Some investors are very typical. For example, the Chinese, they very fond of seeing a commitment from the leadership. So if you have a project, even if you are an individual businessman, they still want to see if provincial government is buying in, so there is a support from trade and investment, and there is a support of the leadership, whether it's a mayor, municipality, and so on. So we find that we do request to actually accompany us when we go in to attract investment in some of the countries. So, but that is investment promotion activities that we do. We then also look for funding locally. So if you have a project, we see, okay, this project, NEF or Itala or KZN Board Fund, they say, no, we want to finance this project. I'm going to make an example, private hospital. So maybe you have identified an opportunity that there is a need for a private hospital. When you go there, then they tell you, okay, we want a viable business plan. But when you look at the requirements for that project to be viable, there are a lot of requirements that you have to meet in terms of environment, EIAs, geotech studies, the drawings, architects, and so on. So you see that the project actually requires you to have at least R1 million cash to develop that business plan, which becomes a challenge. And that's why most of the projects don't progress that far. Because when you go to the financiers, will say, okay, but is the soil right? Has it passed the studies for the soil? Then when you go to the geotech guys, they charge you 60,000 rand to do that. Then you ask an architect for the drawing. You say, can we have a drawing on what this hospital will look like? The architect will request 120,000 to produce that. So the EIA specialist is also charging you in nothing less than 80,000. The financial model, you go there and then you say, no, I have a financial model. Then they said, no, we need an independent financial specialist to do a financial model. You go to those people and then they charge you 250,000. Already you pass R1 million just to produce a business plan. So it becomes difficult. So what we have, although it's not much, we have a funding that we call technical assistance, which goes up to 300,000 rand, that we assist clients with the project. But our requirement is that at least there must be a funding institution that says, yes, we're willing to fund this project, then we can take that risk. Because they will have an appetite depending on the market study as well, because you still have to do a market proof that the market is there. So all of that, they don't want you to do it you because it's your project, you are closer to the project. They want you to commission someone independent who's got an independent view. All of that costs money. So with the technical assistance, we are able to assist project promoters or businessmen to at least produce a fundable business plan. Business retention, once the business has been implemented, running, sometimes there are challenges. So this unit deals with business that are already operating, trying to resolve their challenges and so on. The issues of visas, if there is a foreign company, the business permits and so on. Knowledge management, that's the unit that packaged the project. So that's the unit which we have sector specialists. So if you have a project in agriculture, we have an agricultural economist who say, okay, if you're talking about pig farming, pig gardens, so they quickly tell you, okay, how much land do you need to produce pigs viably? What are the things that you need? How far from imizi yabantu and so on. So they will give you an advice, go as far as packaging, at least a concept paper that you can present to the funders. So that unit assists in terms of packaging the project to the specification of financiers. If we feel that we don't have that skill within, that is where we sometimes then say, okay, let's go and look for somebody who can do this on your behalf, and then we pay through technical assistance fund. So that's communication marketing. So they go around tribals. What we also realize is that there were some people who were not aware about tearcasing or what tearcasing does. We always hear, but we don't know. So we do road shows around different districts. So we have a Gauteng office based in Pretoria where we engage with key stakeholders. So our office is amongst a lot of offices, embassy offices, because all the international investors, they make, before they invest in a country, they make inquiries in the embassy office. So we get our leads and we generate our investment leads through those connections with the Gauteng office. So we are based here, but we travel around, we get anywhere, but I did not put my contact, but if you go to www.tikzn.co.za, you will actually get the contact details, and also you can find different managers for different units depending on what you are interested in. I think I'll end, so I'll maybe wait for the questions if they will.